everybody, if you guys are new to my channel, I'm Lori, welcome. I thought we would talk about books that were on my 5-star predictions. Unfortunately, I cannot find what I did with most of them. So, basically all of them. So we'll just go through it on through the phone. I'll find it as I'm talking to you guys and we'll just do it casually. First I'll tell you what all the books were. And at first I was going to do this where it would be for the first 4 months, but then I decided to do the first 6 months. But I know the rest of these that I haven't got to yet, I will not finish this month. So as we go on, I'll tell you if I still going to keep it on my 5-star prediction or take it off. Okay? Okay. So, Temperature of Me and You, Twisted Hate, The Bone Spindle, Lotus, The Kindred, Something Fabulous, The Blood Trials. I had Hooked, but I changed it to The Blood Trials. Hate, Scarred, Court, House of Sky and Breath, Head Case, Madman, All My Rage, Dead Silence. I had Mirror Girls, but I didn't wind up buying Mirror Girls, so I changed it to And They Lived. And then we have So This Is Ever After and The Book of Cold Faces. So, I already have the first one up. And a lot of these I read like at the beginning of the year, so I don't even remember what happened. But most of these I got pretty good. So, yay, me! Pat, 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 pat. Okay, the first one was The Temperature of Me and You by Brian Zucke. All I know is that if I were, let's look. Oop. Wait a minute. I lost it. This is what it looks like. I remember one of them has like a superpower, and the other one doesn't, of course. And he works at the Dairy Queen, and the guy that has the power comes in, and then they go on the run together. And yeah, it was really cute. I really liked it. I gave it 5 stars mostly just because it was just what I needed at the time and it made me laugh. The only complaint I had about it is that, to me, I don't know if anybody else has felt this way, but you didn't get enough romance. Like, they weren't with each other that as much as I thought they would be. That's the only thing. But other than that, I really loved it. The next one, people are going to be like, Lori, because so many people love this series. And I should have known, because the only one I've liked by this author is the second one. So I should have known that I wasn't going to like this one, but I was like, thinking, oh well, maybe it will be different and I'll like this one, because the first one I gave 3.5 stars, the second one I loved, gave 6 stars, and the third one, which I'm going to talk about, I DNF'd, and that's Twisted Hate by Anne Hong. I had the one with the guy on the cover, and I have the new one. But I should have known, like I said, because I didn't really like, what's his name? See, I can't even remember his name. I didn't even like Josh, is it? I think it's Josh. Let's see, there's name on here. Do they have his name in here? Yeah, Jules. No, Josh. Yeah, Josh. Josh and Jules. Jules is the main girl from the first book, and the second girl from the second book. They're all best friends. There's going to be another book out in the series, and I'm not even going to try it. Because like I said, the second one with the bodyguard trope is the one that was my favorite. And it had like the Princess Diary vibe to it, but yeah. Hello. Yeah, the other one is, yeah. So I was like, maybe, Josh will surprise me and I'll really love him in this one. But like I said, I did not like it. I was just not feeling it. I figured out. Excuse you. Sorry, you guys. Hannah's over here, yeah. But anyways, I figured out, like, what was going to happen. And I was like, okay, I'll go to the end and see if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll go back and you know, keep reading it. But I figured it out and I was right, and I was like, so I said, I'm going to DNF it. Which was really, really sad. But I should have known, like I said. I have the third one here, the next one here, but I did not read this one yet. I gotta clean it, sorry. I was eating earlier and something, and it fell and it got on some of these books. Luckily, I can still put the jacket on this one, but the Bone Spindle, I have not read this one yet. I'm still gonna put it, because I did start it and I was really loving it. It feels like it's gonna be between a 4 and a 5 star. So I'm gonna continue on with this one, so this will definitely carry on, and you'll see this again when I do for July through December, if I have anything for, you know, books that I want to read and try to finish by the end of the year. Yeah, so you'll see this on that list. It'll roll over. Let me see what the next one is. The next one I didn't get a chance to read yet either. I definitely, this one will definitely, even though I haven't read it yet, will definitely roll over to books I want to read that I think are going to be 5 stars that I want to read by the end of the year. And that is Jennifer Hartman's Lotus. I know he disappeared when he was really young, and he shows up later. And of course, the world is totally different than what he remembered. And yeah. It sounds really good and heartbreaking, so that will definitely go on to my continuation list. Let me see if I can, yeah, I found it, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the thing for the audio CD, $71.99. Okay, anyways, I got distracted. The next one I did read, and that's The Kindred by Lexi Elchi. I don't know how you say it. Dow. This one was not a 5 star. It was a 4 star, which is still really good, but just not right. What you call it? I just know that they're supposed to get like they get matched with who they're supposed to marry, but since like they're in different classes and stuff like that. They don't want them to get married, and they want them to marry different people, and something happens and he gets accused of killing his family, and they have to go on the run together, you know, and they wound up crashing and go into Earth because they were in space, I guess. So they go to Earth, you know, and yeah, this was more like a 3.75 rounded up to a 4. I liked it, but I was bored through most of it. Not most of it, but like at least 100 pages. I was maybe 50 to 100 pages I was bored with, and I was like skimming it a lot until it got towards the end. So yeah. But I love the cover, and I definitely keep reading books by this author. The next book I DNF'd. And that is Something Fabulous by Alexis Hall. I just could not get into the language, how the language and stuff was. I just know that he's supposed to marry the guy's sister, and he doesn't propose good, and she runs off, and the guy's like, we're going to go and get her, and you're going to propose the right way. And I just couldn't get into it. I just wasn't feeling it. So I hope I have better luck with Alexis Hall's new one, A Lady for a Duke. I hope I have that one, you know. But that one is I like better. So Boyfriend Material I read, and I gave it like a 3.5 or a 4 star. So yeah. But yeah, hopefully I will like the next one. I don't have the next one by me, but the Blood Trials. Um, I was supposed to read Hook, but I'm just not like in the mood for Hook, so I put the Blood Trials on there. I'll show you what that is in a minute. I heard Beautiful Bookish Bethany talk about this, and I was like, ooh, I'll replace it with that. It sounds like this one will be a lot better. And more what I'll be in the mood for, you know. And I plan on reading this probably next month, and that's The Blood Trials, like I said, by N.E. Davenport. I don't know too much about it. I just know Bethany from Beautiful Bookish Bethany said if you love, what is it? Oh my gosh. Red Rising by Paris Brown, I think it is. Even though I haven't read that one, I started it. I haven't finished it, I should say. I did start it. I was loving what I read, so I'm excited about this one. But I know Bethany said that she thought it was mismarketed and stuff, but she loved it. I think it's one of her favorite books of the year, so I just know they're supposed to compete for something. Yeah, but I'm still planning on reading that one. I read Hate by Tate James, 5 stars. It's a you know, harem book. You know what I mean? What is it called? Can't remember what it's called. Reverse harem. That's it. I loved it, you guys. Oh God, 5 stars. The rest of the series was 6. Every single other book was a 6 star. My friend Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me read this series and freaking loved it, so yay. And she's the one that like made me want to read it, so it's so ooh, the last 3 were so good. But it's about this girl who gets sent away because she was at somewhere that she wasn't supposed to be, and she gets in trouble, and she thinks these 3 guys are the ones that like sent her away, that made her get sent away. And one of them is gonna married the mother of one of the guys is married to her father, and yeah, and all 3 of them live there when she comes back, so she has to live with all of them, and she wants to get revenge, and there's like a stalker that she has. So good, so good. I loved all 3 guys. Yes, it was definitely woo. Okay, let's see, what was the next one? Scarred. Oh, here it is. No, I don't think I have Scarred. I have Wretched, which I read by the author. I'll just show you guys this one, that way you guys can see the author. It isn't this book, of course, like I said, but Amy McIntosh is the author, and the thing, like I said, is called Scarred. This is supposed to be it's not an actual retelling, but it's like, it has like the tone of, you know, Scar, the guy. It's the main love interest in here. And the girl, like, is supposed to marry his brother, and but she's more attracted to the Scar character, who doesn't get along with his brother. It's so good, you guys. So far, what I read. And I freaking love Wretched, so yeah. The next one was Court by Tracy Wolff. 6 stars, one of my favorite books of the year, of course. That whole series. The first one I think was a 5 star, and the rest were all 6 stars. Of course, you guys know it's romance. Everybody says it's like, you know, the one with, I always forget it. I don't always forget the name of the thing. The real popular vampire book. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm totally blanking. Totally blanking. You guys know what I'm talking about. I bet you guys know what I'm talking about. But my brain, with Edward and Bella. Twilight, that's it. Yeah. Everybody compares it to the Twilight. Maybe the first one kind of, but the rest totally goes differently. So much better than Twilight. Anyways, that was the 4th one, I believe. Court was. Oh my gosh. My favorite yet. Oh, I cried in that book. I teared up in the, not the first one, but the second and third one I teared up pretty good, but that third, I mean the fourth one really made me cry. So that one, like I said, was a 6 star, so we got House, the Sky, and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to rearrange my bookshelf, so it's probably down here somewhere. 6 stars. That ending, lock. Cannot wait for the next one. Let's see. I'm not seeing the one, even though I have it somewhere. Oh boy, I can't find it. What did I do with you? I was going to read it this month, so I thought it would be around here somewhere, but I can't find it. But anyways, I'll talk about both of them. So we had Head Case and Madman by Anna James. Head Case is Asa and, why am I blanking on his name? Zane. Yeah, Asa and Zane. And of course I gave that 6 stars. And Madman is Avi's and Alex, I mean not Alex, oh my god, Felix. This one was 6 stars. This is number 5. Number 4 was just barely a 5, 6 star. There's a couple things that was like, am I going to give it a 6 or just a plain 5? You know, not a favorite, but just a 5, which is still good. But I was like, I liked it for the most part, especially Zane. Oh my gosh, I love Zane, which is Asa's love interest. Oh my gosh, I love Zane. And his mom's a bitch, that's all I gotta say. But anyways, both of them. I can put this up here because it almost looks like the same thing. I mean, they almost look, they are twins. So yeah, but both of them. Like this one was definitely if I had to choose like one of my favorites on the series, it would be this one. If I had to say what my least favorite was, it would definitely be his brothers with Zane, even though I love freaking Zane, but there's some other stuff I didn't like. And why I do like Asa, I don't like him as much as I do Avi, how do you say his name from this book? So yeah. This one though, with him and Felix, oh my gosh, Felix is my baby, and him and Zane, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, I haven't read this yet, but I still want to read it, so it's going to go on there. All My Rage by yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me just get it out. Why can I not say her name today? Sabaa Tahir. I definitely still want to read this one. I just have not gotten to it yet. I'll show you the cover. But this is it. I definitely still am planning on reading that. And this is, I just know it's supposed to be really sad. And another one, that beautiful book is Bethany read and loved. And she said she cried in this book. I just know it's like they were friends at one time, and then something happens, and they're not friends, and then one of them comes back into the picture, and some other stuff is going on. I heard it's going to be really sad, so I definitely still plan on reading that sometime this year. The next one I haven't gotten to, and I don't think this is going to get carried on. I'm still planning on reading Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes, but I don't think anymore that's going to be a 5-star, so I don't have any interest in rolling this over to the next video. You know, when I do it in January, I'll update you guys, you know, of course. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, I had Mirror Girls, but I was never able to get it right now, so instead I replaced it with And They Lived by Stephen Salvatore. If you guys know, I just did like books that I just recently read last week, and I talked about this one, and it was definitely a 6-star. I love this book. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was so good. I thought it was sad though. Because I'm so bad at remembering names. Chase has a what is that called? Body dysphoria. How do you say that word? Where he doesn't like it, love his body, and yeah. So if you have triggers for that, sorry if you guys consider it a trigger warning. But yeah, if that would trigger you, then don't read it. But I just love Chase. And he wants a fairy tale relationship, of course, and he meets Jack, and you know, he's fallen for him, but it says, but Jack might not be ready to be who Chase needs him to be. And yeah, it was so good. It was heartbreaking. It made me not cry, but I teared up because I just wanted to protect Chase. And there was times where Jack really pissed me off, and I was like, oh my gosh, how can you want to even be around him, want to date him? But there's just something about Jack that even though he's being a jerk at times, you're like, I just know that, you know, that he's really a good guy, just is being just bad in a relationship. And I love that, spoiler alert, that he had to grovel a little bit in the book. And I just like wound up really loving him again towards the end of the book. And I was really happy that Chase got his happily ever after, or happily ever. Yeah, instead of, you know, and they lived happily ever after, it just says, and they lived. And it's explained in here why it's and they lived instead of and they lived happily ever after, whatever you want to say. Yeah. And I loved that. I thought it was very true. So yeah, I really loved this book. 6 stars. I'm so glad I read that instead of Mirror Girls, even though I still would like to buy Mirror Girls and read it. The last 2 books I did read. One was a 5-star and one wasn't. Let's go with the one that wasn't. I already got rid of it, so I don't have a copy of it. And this is going to be like my most disappointing book, one of my most disappointed books of the year. I really thought this was going to be like a 6-star, but it was, I don't even remember what I gave it, you guys. That's how bad. I think I gave it like maybe a 3, and that was being generous. And that is The Book of Cold Cases by I forget the author's name, Simone St. James. I freaking loved her first 2 books, like loved them. This one just was not it, you guys. Not it at all. I was so bored throughout most of it. I don't even remember too much of what it's about anymore, because it just was like such a disappointment that I just wanted not to remember anything about it. Very, very disappointed about this book. Let me I'll go on to what you call it and let you know exactly what I gave it. I might have gave it too generous of a, you know, of a score. I mean, of a rating. I gave it 3 stars. I said that I would actually give it a 3.25, but I would actually, that's wrong. I would actually give it like a 2.5. I was being generous and gave it a 3 instead of a 2. But yeah, it just was a big disappointment. Like, she's supposed to interview this lady that was acquitted of killing, I forget who it was. Was it a boyfriend or a friend? I can't remember, but somebody, and she granted her the ability, you know, to be able to interview her, the main character, which I'm blanking on her name. Clara? No, not Clara. Beth. No, not Beth. Shay. Shea? Shea? She? It's Shea. But yeah. I didn't mind her. I actually liked her, but I did not like Beth. Beth is the one that was accused of killing the two men. It was two men that she was accused of murdering. I think one was her father, maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, I just did not like how it ended. I was bored throughout most of it. So yeah, saying 3.5, that was definitely a mistake. I should have said 2.5 in the Goodreads thing. But yeah. And the last one, I did give 5 stars. I don't know where my copy is, so I'm gonna have to show it to you. But I gave, so this is Ever After by F.T. Lukens? How do you say it? 5 stars. It was almost a 6 star, but there was little pieces that I didn't like about it. But he's supposed to be, he's supposed to be like the savior, whatever you want to call it. What is it? The chosen one. It's that chosen one trope. And he has to get married. And if he doesn't get married before he's 16 or 17, I can't remember, he will disintegrate, basically. Just be, boop, gone. And he's secretly in love with his best friend, and he's hoping his best friend will be the one he marries. I liked it, but there was just stuff that was missing, and that's why I didn't get a 6 star, because it was almost a 6 star. I loved In Deeper Waters, and I gave that one 6 stars by F.T. Lukens, how you say it? But yeah, it was so close. There was times where I didn't like his love interest, the one that he was in love with, the best friend. And sometimes I was like, why is he liking this guy? But I really loved the side characters, and I liked Arik, how do you say his name, a lot? So yeah, I love the world and the world building, but yeah, I just couldn't give it a 6 star because I wasn't in love with the romance. There was little pieces that I hated about the romance. So yeah, 5 stars. And yeah, so I did really good. Most of the 18 that I picked out, I gave 5 or 6 stars to. I think it's kind of cheating though to put Onley James books on here, especially anything anything in the Necessary Evil series. I think everything's gonna be 6 stars. I do have this demon one come in from her. I don't know when it's gonna get here, but that definitely is gonna go on my 6 star list. My 5 star read, but I don't know if it'll be a 5 star because it's monster smut and stuff, so I'm not sure. So that's why I will put that one on there. And if she starts a new series, I will put that on. But I'm not going to add, even though I know it's going to be a 5 or 6. The next 2 ones, the last 2 in this series, I am not going to put it on, like I said, for a favorite, for a 5 star video, even though I think they're going to be, of course. Well, they'll probably be a 6 star. Who am I kidding? But yeah. Let me know how you guys did, if you had any 5 star predictions. Also, let me, what was I going to say? Now I forgot. Oh gosh. I cannot remember what I was going to say. I hate that when you're going to say something and you forget. But anyways, I'm hoping to go through my most anticipated reads and this week, for I can get the my 5 star predictions up next week or the end of this week. But it most likely will be next week when I get my 5 star prediction. But while I'm here, really quick, I'm at 90, I believe 97 out of 100. Out of 125. So I'm getting close, you guys, to finishing my reading challenge for good on Goodreads. So like I said, I'm at 97, and I've read out of 125. So I'm in the middle of this graphic novel called Verse. I have to read book 1 because I'm on a tour, so book 2 I need to read before Saturday because the tour is on Saturday. So I'm reading those, verse 1, and then I'm going to start verse 2. So that's going to be 2 of the books I'm reading this week. And I need to finish off Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I'm loving this so far. It already feels like it's going to be at least a 5-star, maybe 6, depending on how it ends. But right now it's at least a 5-star unless something really crazy happens and it makes me put it down to like a 4. But right now, so good. There's other books I want to try to read this week, but I don't know which ones yet. So probably I Kishara Wheeler. I kind of want to finish that this week if possible. Yeah. So yeah, I'll keep you guys up. I will keep you guys updated. Yeah. So that is it for this video. Sorry it was so long, but I had to talk about 18 books, you know. So yeah, I think I did really, really good for my 5-star prediction. So 5 or 6 stars. So altogether we had out of the 18, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of the 18 books were 5 stars or higher. I had a couple of DNFs, and then I had some that I didn't read. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I didn't read. Well, 5 that I didn't read, but 4 of them are gonna roll over to for the end of the year. 1 that I'm not gonna roll over, which was Dead Silence, and then like I said, a couple of DNFs and a 3.5. Really like a 2.5 rounded up to a 3. But yeah, so yeah, I am gonna let you guys go because this is very long, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. If you guys like this video, know the drill, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. Sorry, he put his tail right there on me and made me go chill. And if you do subscribe, hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video is up for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, I'm out of here. Happy readings. Thanks for being awesome. Awesome. I cannot talk. And you know, DNF. And until next time.